next Bill Gates. I think of the next Jeff Bezos, right? Guys, we've got a gifted group of leaders that have a long runway ahead of them. And it is incredible how poised they already are, how equipped they already are, how far their vision reaches. And so I don't know about you guys, but I get so fired up whenever they come and communicate with us because I know that's a reflection of where we're headed. Yeah. So with that, get on your feet and help me welcome back to the front of the stage, Sal Leto, our Vice President of Operations.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Let's go ahead and have a seat. In 16 years, I've never finished the session on time, and I'm going to try to do that today. So we got some crazy MCs that are like ruthless if you go over your time. I don't even want to tell you what they do if you go over your time. I'm not trying to have that happen to me. So we're gonna jump right in. By a show of hands, who in here was in the room last night when I talked about the app? Okay. Was it pretty cool? Yeah, that was like 5% of what the app does. This is an insane project, and it's so big. This is the first time in my network marketing career that the challenge is not how to market it in terms of how to grow the awareness of the product. The challenge is this is so big. There's literally 30 different verticals within the app where you can build a full-time business around. How do we organize that and condense that to simplify it, to make sure that people can absorb what they're looking at? So for those of you that made the time to come to last night's event, you're going to see some of the similar information that I shared, but we're going to go a lot deeper. And if this is your first time looking at it, you're going to say, whoa, oh my gosh, what is this? So I want you guys to really understand the power of the app from a business standpoint. Last night, I talked a lot about the app from a consumer standpoint. You guys understand the difference between looking at a technology from a consumer standpoint versus a business standpoint? Right? I want you to put your business hat on. So everyone right now, go like this. You're putting your business hat on. You're a business owner. You have products to sell. You have services to market. And you're looking at this app as something that can help you as a business owner. This is going to be an incredible business-to-business tool. Now, it can go viral in the consumer base, but from business to business, it's such a much bigger market. Business to business services are way, way bigger than business to consumer. On the news, and when you read articles about businesses out there like Apple and crazy businesses that are crushing these huge financial benchmarks, a lot of times they're just sharing information from business to consumer. Oh, they have this many millions of customers, they're doing this many billions of dollars in business. But if you did research on business to business services, it's a much, much bigger world. Even in the banking and remittance service, business to business remittance services and banking services are 10 times bigger than banking to consumer services. It's just that the mass media doesn't really talk about business to business services because it's not relevant to their targeted audience. But there's so much within this app that is relevant from a business to business perspective. And I want you to think as an affiliate within EAconomy, if you were to share this with businesses, how powerful it is. This is monstrous on what you can do in the business marketplace. If you were to completely abandon or forget about signing up customers as far as individual retail users of the software or of the mobile app, and you just went after businesses, you would probably only need a few clients to sign up to do some serious damage in your commission. So I'm going to go through this information as quickly as possible. So I covered this last night. There's 1.7 billion adults who remain banked. There's also underbanked people, even in America. People in America who have bad credit or have had a bad financial history can't qualify for a bank account. But overseas, it's much worse. Remittance, I'm just going to cover that. That's just sending payments. It's usually involving bank wire or electronic ACH, bank transfers of money, especially internationally. And then credit card challenges as a business owner. Remember, when I say credit card challenge, it's not about you as a consumer trying to use your credit card. That's already challenging enough. Banks are cracking down on consumer usage of credit cards. Even like my bank accounts are in great standings. I have multiple bank accounts myself, and I always get declined now. Like I have enough money in my bank, I have credit cards, I have debit cards, and even my own transactions get declined for fraud. And my bank emails me and says, you have to call to verify this transaction. Does that happen to you guys? I've been chastising my bank because I'm like, guys, the point of having a debit card is for convenience and like, an expeditious transaction where you swipe your card, you make your purchase and you go. But it's stupid when you email me and then I have to call you and wait on customer service, and I'm sitting there at the POS and I need a 15-minute phone call to verify that this was me. It's like taking me back 40 years in time to verify this transaction. But that's what's happening, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse on using your debit card and using credit cards to go shopping because of all the fraud, all the AML laws. The European Union right now is becoming much, much more like the U.S. in terms of regulations, and that's only going to get more restrictive internationally. Even I can see Africa even becoming like that. Even unregulated free markets like Hong Kong are probably going to become more regulated in the next decade. So when you think about the future of economy, when we think about the future of economy, we think, where is our world going to be in 10 years from now? And what can we do right now to prepare for that, to be way ahead of the curve? That's how you have to think as a business owner. You have to think not, hey, what's trendy right now? Okay, that's quick, that's convenient, that's cool, that can build your business right now. But where's the world going in the next 10 years? And what can we do right now to prepare for that 10 years from now? Because no one thinks like that. No one's sitting down going, oh, where are we going in 10 years? They just think about the here and now. You want to be a disruptive company? You want to go viral? You want to really break mainstream? Let me tell you something. Network marketing companies don't know how to do that. So many people, in America, a lot of people are overweight, and people who sell weight loss products, they think, I'm in the land of opportunity. I sell weight loss products and a bunch of people are overweight. Wow, I'm going to become rich because everybody needs my product, right? People think like that, but here's the problem. If you're a network marketing company and you're selling weight loss products, there's only a certain percentage of the population that will ever buy from you, even though they need your product. And they can benefit from your product. Even if your product is affordable, there's only a small percentage of people that will actually buy it. Why? Because it's one of those pyramid things. Most people are going to stay away from you because it's weird. It's unorthodox. It's untraditional. So my dream in network marketing has been how do we bypass that stigma? How do we break free from the 5% of the population that want to be a part of network marketing or can trust an MLM enough to buy a product? How can we get someone who always wants to go to Costco and Walmart to actually take a look at what we're doing? Instead of saying, no, I got to go to this trusted brand that the whole world knows. I don't want to buy from this pyramid thing, right? You got to break free. If you want to do something disruptive, you got to break free from that stigma. So I believe with this platform, now, refresher from last night, MoneyGram and Western Union, they're the two most popular services right now for remittance services worldwide. Over $50 billion in fees are charged per year. Again, refresher from last night. Who uses Western Union and MoneyGram? The wealthy elite or the poor? The poor. And also middle class, right? The fees are outrageous. If you look it up, I'll just give you the answers. It's about between 7 to 24% in fees to send money through Western Union and MoneyGram. And when you get into the 18, 20, 24%, it's international countries that are very, very restricted with currency restrictions. Places like South Korea, also a majority of Africa, and a majority of South America, where they deal mostly in cash. And then Bitcoin is a newer technology, been around for 10 years. A lot of you know about Bitcoin, probably everybody in this room. And it's a faster technology. When I first saw it, I thought it was brilliant. But as I started using Bitcoin more and more, I realized that the fees are also really high with Bitcoin. There's times where a single transaction can be hundreds of dollars in fees to use Bitcoin, even thousands of dollars, depending on the size of that transaction. And then it's also very confusing and also very volatile. That's the biggest thing that turns me off from cryptocurrency, is the volatility of cryptocurrency. It's just so volatile that if you want to build a real business of wealth, it's hard to do that in a market and with an asset that's so unpredictable, right? You want to build a business that is more predictable, that is more stable, that has proven the test of time. So right now, this is really what we're stuck with when it comes to remittance services. Now, thinking about a business, I'll just share from EAconomy, from our perspective as a company. First off, credit card fees. Okay, we accept credit card payments from many parts of the world. We pay between 5 to 7% on credit card transactions, right? So do the math. When we sign up a customer for $247, what's 5 to 7% of that? $10, $12, $15, $18. Where does it go? It's gone. How? A fee. Why? Just because they use the credit card, right? You got to think about the compensation plan and how companies have to remain profitable and how we have to be very aware of what payment solutions we use to make sure that we protect the compensation plan, because these fees get very high. There's also a lot of fraud. We're always investigating people all around the world for potential fraud cases. We have different parameters set up in our system to identify potential fraud cases. And we've caught, there's leaders in this room that have helped us catch fraud from South America, from Europe, and also inside the United States. It's a constant issue because if someone commits fraud against us, it can jeopardize our merchant account for the entire company. Also, holdbacks and reserves. Most MLM companies, you have to hold between 10 to 25% of all the revenue that you process. You have to hold it in a savings account for 6 months to protect against potential chargebacks. Again, most consumers don't understand that, right? When they're like, oh, why can't we just take credit cards? Or why can't the comp plan pay out higher? Can you imagine if we do $1 million in revenue, $250,000 of that has to go into a savings account for 6 months and just sit there, right? And you have to structure your compensation plan accordingly. That's outside of the credit card fees. And then disputes, customers always win. And then scaling of your business. This is probably the biggest issue right here, is that if, as a business owner, if you can accept credit cards, they don't let you scale quickly. We're a new company, right? And I've covered this with some of you, that we have all the red flags, all the making of a company that's going to struggle in accepting credit cards, probably forever. Why? Number one, we're MLM. Credit card processors, merchant processors don't like MLM companies because we're different. We're unorthodox. It's untraditional. It's an untraditional way of doing business. We're also in the Forex space. We provide Forex education, Forex tools. That's also frowned upon in the merchant processing world. We also only have digital products. We don't have any physical deliverables, right? So that's like red flag. And we're brand new. We're only 5 months old. So when you start, checking off these boxes, brand new, only digital, Forex space, MLM, it's crazy high risk, and we're always going to fight that. Over time, we'll build rapport with our banks and build banking relationships, but it's always going to be a challenge. So my point in saying all this, I'm trying to identify and give you guys insight into what even we deal with. Every company in the world deals with this. That's why a lot of companies don't even accept credit card payments, is we finally have a solution to overcome all those issues and to break through, not only for ourselves, but to provide that breakthrough technology and platform for other companies. And you get to be a part of that. You get to be financially rewarded for helping us help other companies, B2B services, break through the issues that stem from credit cards. So going forward here. Okay, so I'm going to pull these all up. There's about 45 apps here. So I covered these last night. Again, some of you were not there, but we have social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram. Like I said, that's for showing what you ate for breakfast, and it's showing what your dog looks like. Then you have Instant Messenger, right? That's for texting and calling, works great internationally. Every single one of those apps have hundreds of millions, if not billions of users. And then you have discounts, websites for you to go shopping and earn discounts when you go shopping on sites like Amazon, eBay. And then again, put your business hat on. Some of you may not even know about some of these services, but they're huge. They're multi-billion-dollar industries. When you look at WooCommerce, Shopify, BigCommerce, PrestaShop, OpenCart, those are platforms for business owners who are trying to sell products online. Have you guys ever shopped online? Of course, we all do now, right? 15 years ago, it was almost non-existent. People were afraid to go shopping online. Now it's extremely prevalent. That industry has exploded into, I believe it's $1 a $4 trillion market right now, online shopping. And so you think about all the business owners that are selling products online. I think we have Vince right here, even in Israel right here, a local from Florida. I think he does like $4 trillion a month himself in online product sales. Absolutely huge. Travel. How many of you, by a show of hands, we did this last night, I want to see if the ratio is the same. How many people took a flight to get here? Oh my, that's like 80% of the room. How many people are staying in a hotel or Airbnb in this room? Majority of the room. So huge industry, very popular. Everybody needs to travel, especially if you're a mover and shaker, you're in business. And then we have payment solutions and banking services. Bank of America, Chase, Credit Karma, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Capital One, BitPay, the list goes on and on. Now, all of these services, we only listed the most popular services that represent these specific niches. If you want the benefits of social media, instant messaging, online shopping, discounts, travel, and payment solutions, you have to download all these different apps into your phone. So even though technology is getting better and the world is becoming more connected, it's with greater separation. Things are getting a lot more convoluted, complicated. Download all these different apps to get the benefits of these services here. So going forward, there's only one app in the world that provides all of these services in one mobile app. And a lot of people don't know this. I was educating people again last night. I'm referencing the last night because some of this is a refresher for some of you. But WeChat, a lot of people in America don't know that WeChat has all of those services that I just showed you inside one app. You could live your entire life through the mobile app WeChat if you live in China. You could do anything you want through WeChat. You could order food. They could deliver it to your house. Schedule an appointment to do hair and makeup. Socialize. Upload videos. Track your bank statement. Travel. Book a flight. Book an Airbnb in China. They have different names for their services. But you could do all of that through the app of WeChat. It's powerful. Now, the purpose of WeChat was for the Chinese government to be able to monitor and control all the activity of all the citizens in China because it's a very controlled governmental country. Now, because of all the services available, everyone using that one app, and a lot of those citizens are not allowed to use other apps that are open sourced in the Western world, it's the number one Chinese payment solution, multi-purpose messaging, social media, and mobile payment app. Check this out, guys. 1 billion transactions per day. 1 billion transactions per day. Okay, that means 3.5 times more than every person in the whole United States of America does a transaction every single day. $7 trillion per year in transactions and over 1 billion active users. And it's because of the way it's built, all of the services, all of the benefits, and all of this is from how many countries? One. How many countries are there in the world today? Roughly 200 countries. The rest of the world outside of China does not have access to a mobile app that provides all of these services in one convenient place. So introducing the EAconomy mobile app, every single service that I just showed you, and that's still just a fraction of what this app does. It's mind-blowing. Every single app that I just showed you is improved upon, that means made even better, customized, and integrated into one mobile app that we're going to introduce here in EAconomy. Now I'm going to get into what this means. So some of the benefits, you have to memorize this stuff, okay? Why is that funny? I was being serious. So I only showed about 45, but it does hundreds of things, hundreds. Okay, so you're being tested on this, by the way, right after this session. And anyone who doesn't get all the answers right gets kicked out of the event. So you guys need to pay attention. Even those of you watching on live stream, we're going to turn you off if you don't pass the digital test. All right, virtual money card. So that allows you to transfer money back and forth to people all around the world. It allows you to load money into your app, withdraw money out of the app, and to go shopping on businesses that are on the app. Okay, virtual Visa, MasterCard. We are going to bank a lot of people that are unbanked. Now, there's a lot of regions of the world. I want you to think about impact. A lot of regions of the world do not have access to financial services. If you go to, let's say, Zimbabwe, a lot of parts of Zimbabwe, there's no banks. You drive all around, go to the marketplace, go to the restaurants. There's no banks. Why? Why don't banks service different regions of the world? You go to India, some of the remote parts of India, different villages of New Zealand, remote parts of South America, like indigenous parts of South America. Why don't banks open up branches in those regions of the world? It's not profitable. Why? Because of all of the overhead expense in running a brick and mortar banking service in that local region. The people are poor. It would be a complete loss for a bank. But because of digital technology, you can do that nowadays. But guess what? I think the banks are sleeping. I ask myself every day, why don't the banks open up digital access to people all around the world and just run their business digitally? I don't know. It might take years to convert, but there's companies like us that are going to blow past inside that race, because now if someone doesn't have a bank account anywhere in the world, they can get our app, because most of the world, even though they don't have a bank, they have a smartphone. Over 4.8 billion people have a smartphone, and 1 billion of those people don't have a bank account. That means we can supply them with real, true banking services, their own Visa and MasterCard, to connect them to the global economy. Now, I don't have time to get into how powerful that is when you take a nation or a city of people who don't have access to the global economy, and then you provide access to the global economy. What that does for their local economy, it's crazy, the development and the advantages that are going to come to some of these developing countries. It's going to be mind-blowing, the impact that we can make. Now, virtual crypto card, you could buy, sell, hold, send, store Bitcoin and Ethereum. More cryptocurrencies to come. Virtual gift cards, coupons to get discounts when shopping online. There's a global banking switch. I'm not going to tell you which country, but at the governmental level, there's a government of another nation that just implemented this platform, this specific platform with this team of developers for remittance services throughout their nation last week. And they've already done over $250,000 in transactions in their very, very first week. It's the exact same platform that we're getting access to here inside EAconomy. And everything went extremely smoothly. It was amazing to see. Companies can use this app for payroll deposits. Right now with the virtual assistant world, anyone here use VAs? Yeah, many of you, right? Payroll services right now are becoming more and more challenging, because a lot of companies, even Western countries like America, people like hiring employees where? Philippines, India, Romania, right? But then you got to pay them. And there are services that offer payroll services for virtual assistants, and those fees are outrageous. Like a lot of VA payroll services, they take 15, 20, 25% of the employee's wage. It's like crazy how expensive it is. But anyways, we're going to replace that industry. We're going to disrupt it. Micro lending capabilities. Imagine getting an instant loan right onto your app to pay a bill or to do a business project. Get an instant loan right onto your phone. Global payment possibilities. Now, I said this last night, and we have to make sure that we carry this message forward. We are the first company in the world to integrate Bitcoin and Ethereum payments to instantly transact at any local merchant or POS system or online store that currently accepts Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Okay, that's a mouthful. That deserves a hand clap. So it's never been done before. Now, this is what's important, is you can't go on Facebook and say, we're partnered with Apple. The owners of Google are working with us. Because that's not true. We don't have a partnership with these services, but thanks to the advancement of civilized technology, you don't have to wait for commercial technology today to develop open source platforms to integrate into some of these other technologies. It's extremely expensive and complicated and has taken forever. But now, again, you can use Bitcoin and Ethereum to go shopping at any of these merchants. And all that does is connect more and more people to the global economy. It also provides usability and value to cryptocurrency, to where it becomes a real currency. Because truthfully, it's funny, people who brag about Bitcoin, oh, it's all about Bitcoin, screw the US dollar. They only buy Bitcoin. Why? Because they want to make more US dollars. If you think about that, like the same people that are like down with the US dollar, it's like, wait, aren't you trying to make a profit on Bitcoin? The only way you could profit from that is by converting it back into the US dollar, right? So we need a system that combines both platforms. It's not one or the other, it's cooperative, okay? It's integration. So going forward here, I don't know if my arms are short or... Okay, that's how, all right, I got it. That was it. Got it. Thank you. Ryan showed that to me. So now the app is free for all users. Okay, is that a good price? Okay. So next generation software social business card. I don't have time to go into all that right now. Just know that it's a very fast, convenient, professional, very presentable way to network nowadays, belly to belly. News and video platform tied into all major social media networks. E-commerce integration. Anyone who's selling a product online can use our app to build their own store and sell their products through our platform. And we're going to be very competitive against any other platform that allows them to do the same thing. That's, again, a $4 trillion industry. Messaging, text, and audio, decentralized, encryption, privacy. Someone said it last night. I think it was Gene. I'm not sure who said it. That it's giving power back to the people. I don't know about you. I don't have anything to hide. But I hate the fact knowing that Facebook and Instagram on my phone tracks every single thing that I say or do, even when my phone is not on. It's like I'll have a friend sitting next to me in a room talk to me about a new Mercedes-Benz, and then I go on Facebook and the first ad that pops up is that exact same car, the same Mercedes-Benz. Now, again, I don't have anything to hide. Okay, it heard my conversation, but I hate that there's always an ear listening to me for one purpose and one purpose alone, to monetize me like I'm a bag of money, right? Like I'm just being used and exploited to make some other conglomerate profitable. We're taking that away and giving people privacy and not allowing third-party corporations to monitor your conversations. So, video and photo capture with sharing and storage. I don't know if you guys like taking photos nowadays, but you could do all that through the app. Access to deals, savings, coupons, gift cards, dynamic e-wallet, we'll talk about that. Everything is gamified and everything is based on points inside the app to make it fun and attractive. Okay? So, it worked, right? Don't fix what's not broken. All right, local activity. So, I'll give you one perfect example. You can go sign up a restaurant. In seconds, you can pull out your app. You can show them how to create an advertisement for their restaurant in seconds. Let's say it's Bob's Burritos. You could literally take a picture of their logo, build up a profile in seconds, and show them that they could have their own store on the app and advertise coupons and sales to people within that local region. The business is going to say, wow, how much does that cost for me to get started? You can get started for free and advertise, free 99, advertise to local people. There's other paid subscriptions beyond that are all going to go through the comp plan. But imagine signing up a business because they like the advertising. They have a lot of local people who can be attracted to that business. And then every time that customer, that business who is a customer, every time the business sells a product through the app, you get paid on that. That's powerful, powerful passive income. I mean, that's powerful, guys. You think making a commission off one customer who pays their recurring subscription once a month is powerful? Wait until you sign up a business who does hundreds of transactions a day and you get paid on that. So, can you imagine someone buys tickets to the next Cardi B concert, you get paid on that. Imagine someone buys tickets to the next soccer game in Europe and you get paid on that. So travel, we're not a travel company. We are going to be in the travel space. We're going to offer discounts and there will be commissions on the travel deals offered within the app. Now, our goal is to be the best that's out there because most travel companies, they have to increase their prices in order to pay out on the comp plan, and that's their main bread and butter is travel. We don't have to do that because we're not a travel company. Matt Ward said it best. We're a technology and lifestyle company. We don't have to mark up our travel deals as much as competing companies. We should be able to roll out with the best travel deals in any industry compared to any competitor that's out there, because we don't need to make as much commission because we have other verticals to make commissions through. If we're the cheapest deals out there in travel, what's going to happen to our company just because of that one feature? Think about it. And it still goes through the comp plan. So payments, online, offline, mobile, crypto, express mobile ordering. Okay. Can you imagine someone on your team booking an Airbnb, they get a discount and you make a commission? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine someone in your downline going shopping on Amazon, they save money and you make a commission? Can you imagine someone on level 50 of your team, you don't even know who they are, they go shopping on Amazon, they get a discount, you make a commission? Oh my gosh, Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot, Foot Locker, Applebee's, Gap's. There's over 250 partners that you can do this online or offline, in over 500,000 locations where people will get discounts and there will be volume going through the compensation plan on these transactions. This is big business, okay? The goal here is if someone can save more money on Amazon by shopping through our app versus going directly to Amazon website, why wouldn't they do that? Right? Why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they just literally save free money? Right? The type of attraction is going to be nuts, and this is also free. So what do businesses struggle with? To know their customer, build relationships, target promotions. The cost of advertising nowadays is outrageous. We're going to level that playing field. We're going to reduce the cost of advertising, allow businesses to target market within the app and target different demographics without reading private conversations. Solutions for businesses: drive revenue, connect with existing customers, reach new customers. I don't want to spend too much time on all this stuff, guys, because it's going to be analysis paralysis. But if you're a business owner, then you understand how important these things are. You understand. You're like, wow, that's literally everything I need to do to increase my business and generate more revenue. And this app is going to be a solution for those business owners. Now, this right here, again, you could create this advertisement in literally seconds. Now, I don't know if you could see it from out there, but a business can sign up on the app, choose some pictures from their menu, create advertisements, create their profile in seconds. I watched this whole thing got built in about 15 seconds. I saw it right in front of my eyes. Now, on the actual app, you can connect to the business. You can direct message people at the business. Like you can text with people at the business. You can purchase a gift card for the business. You can go to their menu and bring up their menu on the business. You can rate the food. You can watch videos about the business. And you can order delivery from the business right to your house. So think about services like Delivery Dudes. Or what are some other names of food delivery services? Uber Eats? Waiter? There's a bunch, right? Those same services are improved upon, more convenient, all available through the app. So I'm going to fly through this because we already talked about this. This is going to be the delivery mechanism for our trading tools, especially for the U.S. market. If someone is using the U.S.-based trade assistant, it's going to alert them with a simple notification that gives all the details of the trade, the level 0 trade that needs to be executed. The customer can analyze the trade details and decide whether they want to close the notification or accept the trade. If they click accept, it'll execute the trade for them. This is what is going to allow us to be compliant inside the United States with one of our trade tools and allow us to go absolutely ballistic. This is what I was saying last night between our back office that you saw Mr. Bill Wynn present today and what we've been waiting on here. We've all had our hands tied, okay? We've all had our hands tied. I've felt it more than anybody. I love building business. I love scaling up. I love blowing it up. I love creating momentum. Do you guys like blowing it up? Yeah. So we've been people who love to blow things up, handcuffed. What is this weekend about? It's about breaking off those shackles, right? It's about building the momentum that we've been waiting to build. Now, share the app with members, businesses, customers. There's literally a solution for all. I think this is the last slide. So this is very important, okay? What we're going to do, here's the order of things, and then I got to end because I'm probably like way past my time. We're going to have the new back office come out. Okay, after the new back office comes out, we have to API integrate the mobile app into the back office so that everybody in economy automatically gets a free account in the mobile app, and you're already connected in your network so that all the genealogy stays the same. Then we have to API the new trade tools into the mobile app. So back office, mobile app API'd into back office, and then trade tool API'd into the mobile app. This is the next phase that we're doing. And each part of that phase, we have to test and test and test. We've been quiet. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we've been a little bit quiet from corporate because we don't want to create too much anxiety in the field or be one of those companies that just talks about stuff that's coming, it's coming, and it doesn't come. We want to focus on what we have now and continue to build and create paychecks and help customers win. But we are there. We are literally turning the page now where we're going to go on a massive next fourth quarter run in the fourth quarter of this year, because all of this is an absolute game changer. And thank you guys so much for your patience, your belief in getting to this point. And the last thing that we talked about last night that I didn't share here is the app is going to go viral. We know even without you, we as a company can make the app go viral through paid advertisement because of all the value inside the app that's for free. Just one facet of the app, we can attract millions and millions of people. It's a whole world. We've been talking about this on how to program it. We're going to give you updates on this, but our goal is to sign up tens of thousands of users on the app as a company, meaning the company's going to have a link that we're advertising out there. And then we want to take those users and every week divide up the users that signed up and put them in the downlines of people who hit the weekly explosion pool. Okay? So it's thinking outside the box. It's disruptive. Okay, I earned my cash bonus and I got 10 customers placed into my downline. Oh my goodness, this is insane. So we have a lot of creative minds working at corporate. We love to bless people. We love to work hard. We love to compete. And I'm going to end with this, my attitude. Okay, I want to share this with you, my attitude. There are competitors out there. Okay, what's my attitude? I love to compete. I'm very competitive. I also compete to win. I don't ever compete to be second place. However, we're new. We're the new kids on the block. We're babies. We have a lot to prove. There's other companies out there right now that are way bigger, way stronger, way more powerful, way more profitable, and they've helped pave the way for our company. And we need to come out into this industry with mutual respect and with honor for the other companies out there that are competing against us. Once the app rolls out, we're not going to have any competitors. Right now we do have some competing companies, but no one else can do this. I shared it last night. Over $10 million has been invested in the development of the app. That's a discounted rate of development. It's really over $35 million if you go to the retail market of programming. We have all that blessing as an economy. But these two things is, guys, have an attitude of humility. We are the new kids on the block. Let's honor and respect the other bigger brother companies that are in this space. Let's look for cooperation. Don't ever burn bridges. And I can't elaborate because I'm out of time, but don't talk crap about other people. Thank you so much.